get those collected. Also make sure that you hold on to the other half of that ticket, because the one that says to Manitou is the one that you'll need for a ride back later. Tickets, please.
Not the other half.
Now, how we've done this ever since 1891 is on the way up to the summit. The conductor gives you a guided tour of the area, but on the way back down, we put this microphone away, let you sit back, have some peace and quiet, just kind of relax and enjoy these perfect views that we have here today. A lot of you are actually going to be asleep at that point, too. But, oh, and also, I'm sure many of you are going to come up with a lot of good questions on the way up. One thing that we will do is I'll come through the train to answer any questions that you may have on the way down, so try to remember what those are. Right now, I think some introductions are in order, so everybody take a look all the way up to that uphill windshield. The man behind that instrument panel there, that's our engineer today. His name is Keith, and I think we're going to be just fine because Keith has been working here almost a week already, and he's only had a few very minor accidents. I'm only joking, folks. Keith's been with us for about 6 months now, and prior to that, he's actually got a long career in aviation behind him. So I've done this with him many times. I know we're in good hands. Why don't we give him a quick round of applause? Hi, Keith. My name is Andy. I'll be your conductor and tour guide for today. And many of you probably noticed a moment ago we just entered into Pike National Forest. This is one of several national forests here in the state of Colorado, and it's a very, very large national forest indeed. In fact, it's about 1.4 million acres. And rather than explain what that means, because I honestly have no idea, think of the state of Delaware. You could fit the state of Delaware within this national forest and still have a lot of acreage left over. So that's about how large 1.4 million acres is. And it's not the largest forest we have here in the state by far. Next on the 3-seat side, I'll show you what's left of a very old log cabin out there. This originally belonged to a fur trapper. We don't know what his name is, but we do know that this building is dated to about 1850, give or take. Those were the days when fur trapping was actually a very large, lucrative industry in many parts of the world, including the Rocky Mountains. So imagine living in that little cabin. You may have just noticed that abrupt drop in temperature. Right now we're in an area called the ice box. And because of all these high canyon walls and all the tall trees in here, we don't get a lot of direct sunlight, not even in summertime, so it's always 10 or 20 degrees cooler in this area. It's also the last part of the forest where the snow finally melts every year when summertime rolls around once again. And the icebox, believe it or not, was once the site of a grand hotel. It was called the Halfway House Hotel, and they were in business for about 35 years around the turn of the last century. In their heyday, they had 22 guest bedrooms, they had a ballroom, a dining hall, a post office, a train station. They even had their own bowling alley, and the entire building was made only out of logs. It was actually several stories high. This one is called Hell's Gate, and it got that name because of the vertical canyon walls on either side of the train. Now, people have asked before if these were man-made. No, they were not. That's actually why it got that name, because of these canyon walls. See, Ruxton Creek, once upon a time, was much, much bigger and more powerful, and that's what carved this vertical notch right out of the side of the mountain here at Hell's Gate.
You may find yourself living in a shotgun shack, and you may find yourself in another part of the world, and you may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile, and you may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife, and you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. And you may ask yourself, how do I work this? And you may ask yourself, where is that large automobile? And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Same as it ever was. 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 Water dissolving and water removing. There is water at the bottom of the ocean. Under the water, carry the water. Remove the water at the